Why, hello there, everybody, and welcome back to a new episode, actually, of Game of Thrones, Crusader Kings 2. And what I'm actually starting as now, I'm actually starting as the slave state of Astapor. This is a state owned by slave masters, guys, but it does have a very special brand of warriors called the Unsullied. The Unsullied are sort of the greatest warriors in all of Westeros. They're castrated, trained from battle, basically at birth, and those that don't survive are basically killed. Very similar to the Spartans, I think, except for the obvious castration and the fact that they're my slaves. Right now I am the Good Master Gunzak. It's kind of a condescending name, condescending title, but the Good Master of this realm. And what it is, it's kind of a republic. It might sound weird, because it's a slave state, but it really is. And right now, we have an election going on, and unfortunately this guy Mograjdan has a lot more respect than my son Jo Majlak, who we really want to win, to be the next good master of the city of Astapor. So we're going to go ahead and donate a little bit to his campaign fund, but more importantly, we want to start getting some interesting things going on. So first things first, I'm going to improve my stewardship. Let's take a look here at the Republic screen. We'll go ahead and get things started, guys. And I'll show you guys how a slave state operates. A husband and wife musician couple has arrived from Lys. The performances range from vulgar satires to political servants and everything in between, including songs and poems of courtly love. We'll just say they will be paid well, I assure you. Anybody that comes to Astapor should be treated well. And let's go ahead and start setting up our little chancellery here. Train troops, definitely. May as well oversee the province, and I will start to fabricate claims, maybe on nearby areas, although I don't think I will be using them right yet. Let's go ahead and get the priest there. Now, the first thing I want to do, guys, is show you guys the interesting things you could do with the slaves. Now, of course, I have my own personal slaves, but I don't have any right now. What I do have, however, are the Unsullied, and when I open the slave management menu, for instance, I can train Unsullied for 125 gold, I can free Unsullied, I can also sell them to other people. We're going to go ahead and see that for yourself. So we'll get out of the slave menu for now. Let's go ahead and do that. Looks like we have some offers of marriage. And I think we could probably accept one. Now, as you can see, we proposed that Grajnan Zok Azar and Azara, and this is my daughter, so we definitely want to accept that. It's always good to have marriages within the Republic to increase some prestige, but we need to get rid of this guy right here. Prince Sebastian of the Termian Brotherland has arranged to meet with you in the hopes of selling you a new slave, a Shai by the name of Semithon. Sebastian leads him to you in chains and allows you to inspect the merchandise. Let's take a look at this guy. So this is a slave that we could purchase. He's selfish, a selfish slave. Let's give him 40 coins. I will buy him for 40 coins. Prince Sebastian of the Tourmaline Brotherhood hands one of the slaves chained to you. Done, he says. He is yours. A pleasure doing business with you. And as you know, this is now my slave, my courtier. And he can obviously do a lot of different things. I think he can attempt to kill me, even. Dear good master Gunzak of Astapor, wise master Krajnius is asking us to attend a wedding. Let's go ahead and I will travel to the wedding, of course. We always have to keep up appearances. Now, we did get our claim in Malk, but right now I'm not really focused on gaining claims, and I definitely don't want to use 164 gold, so we're definitely going to decline, but it's good that we've got a good chancellor. Wise master Krajnius greeted us warmly to the wedding. Fine arbor gold was served. Arbor Gold, and the most lovely music was played throughout the whole night. The ceremony between Grajnan and Azara and the Grand Feast shall be held upon the morrow. Alright, pretty cool. So those guys are now married, essentially. We'll go ahead and take a look here quickly, because what we want to do is go to the Republic and get rid of Mograjdan however we can. Now I'm going to try to kidnap him. The possible plat power is 90%. That's not the best, but I think it's fairly good. We'll go ahead and see how it works. The feast is winding down, and now only the bedding remains. Garaja and Nazar are stripped of all garments by the revelers who make a bawdy joke along the way. They are then finally bundled into their bedchamber where they are finally left alone. Wow, so they're just forced to have a child. You have just learned the captain of one of your trade galleys has been selling part of his cargo to Zomazlak smugglers instead of delivering it as ordered. Apparently hoping the amount sold would be too small to be noticed. The captain and his crew have been jailed, but the thieving scum had already spent most of the ill-gotten profits on spirits and women. Can one be trusted these days? And we just lost 40 gold, which is not good. Okay, so the wedding is now over, and we now head home. Obviously, once we get enough money, we could start purchasing ports and stuff like that, but right now the main concern is getting my son elected. You've arranged to meet with Prefect Idris of Hills of Tiki, a wealthy man from Hills of Iklis who wishes to purchase one of your slaves. Please choose anyone you like. We only have one, I believe. Oh, no, we have two. Taika and Semithon. Unless they're all called Semithon. Prefect Idris of Tuku finally makes his choice, laying hand on Taika soldiers. This one, I think. How much is she? More. Let's see what she is. She's worth more. Come on. 18. 115 gold coins. Perfect Idris agrees to your price, and the exchange is done. He gives you the gold, and you give him the whip. Pretty cool. So this is a prefect. He's basically a prefect of Prince Galib here, who's under the God Emperor Bakr of ET. I don't even know who this guy is. Job well done. 115 gold. And he's not even upset with us. A lot of the times if you sell them a slave for too much, they will be upset. That's the business of slave trading, just basically. Look how much gold we made just from that little transaction. My beloved son Prendal is concerned he's still not married. Now this is one of our other sons. We definitely want to get him a marriage. Let's try to have him marry Azara. She's a little older than him, but at this point he's not the son that seed me anyway. Alright. Yes, it is everyone's concern. One of the slaves in your camps has distinguished themselves, and you believe they might have potential as domestic slaves. Should you bring them into your personal household? Absolutely. Now, she's got no diplomacy, but we'll go ahead and, yes, we'll take her. Lord Chakras has sent the customary amount in gold and silver for the bride's dowry, and now the ceremony can take place. Okay, we've been through this before. These ceremonies are crazy. My wife, Jose, has grown old and less than attractive. Maybe a young mistress will bring some excitement to my life. I'm sure my wife will allow me to indulge myself. Come on, I'm a slave master. I've got to be kind of evil here. Not evil, or just, devoid of any conscience. So I'm a slave owner and a slave trader. Those are actual traits of mine. Narbo Bartiers arrived on Astapor to meet with you and discuss your Unsullied. You promptly have them parade before him, explaining to them how they are cut at a young age and then trained. He seems impressed and eventually makes an offer. Okay, we'll go ahead and accept it. We're going to sell 100 Unsullied to him. He's giving us 80 gold for that. It has been brought to your attention that the large garden outside your castle is frankly a mess. Last week, one of your courtiers got lost in that wilderness, and the man did not emerge for 2 days. Tackling this garden problem head-on could be an excellent project with which to improve your stewardship. Yeah, we'll stretch our green fingers. Let's take a look here. A man from New Gis has arranged with you. No, we don't want to buy any new slaves right now. We want to make sure we win this election. Let's go ahead and get some more money into my son's campaign fund so he can at least be ahead of everybody else here. Together with your gardeners, you have redesigned your castle garden into a more manageable form. You have organized the digging of a small canal system to keep your plants watered. The weeds have been removed, and the hedge maze now actually has an exit. The skeletal remains strewn about the maze's dead ends have also been cleared out. Hard but rewarding work. I've learned much. So we actually gain 2 stewardship. That's going to help us make money, and it's going to allow us to choose another, another skill here. So we'll try intrigue. Intrigue would definitely be something good. Oh yes, we've gotten a tithe of 82 gold. That's pretty cool. And as you can see, we've got the kidnapped Prince Grazdan plot going on right now, because this guy is beating our son in an election, and it looks very difficult to beat him. He's pretty far ahead of us. Let's go over here to our port of Quimbrine, our trade post, I should say. It's all the way down here in this area of Quimbrine, a very small area. We're going to go ahead and buy a merchant port there, and that's going to increase our trade value. And let's see, can we do anything for our house? No, we could just build Unsullied camps, and I don't want to really spend any money right yet. Good Master Gunzak is old, and his son is going to need to win that election pretty soon. Mazara, so a daughter was born. Pretty cool. Alright, let's take a look here again. Come on, let's get that intrigue up. Okay, so now Gailano Lohar has arrived in Astapor to meet with you and discuss your Unsullied. Yes, we'll do it with him, but we're not going to sell any more Unsullied. We've already sold 200, and just training 100 costs us 125. The only reason I'm actually selling any right now is because I want to actually, get enough money to win the election. You've been studying alchemy recently for the sole purpose of learning everything you can about poisons. You've learned the answers to the important questions such as which poisons are the most potent, which are the most difficult to detect, and how best to guard against them. This knowledge may yet save my life one day, and we actually gain 1 intrigue for that. Pretty cool. Let's head here to the election page. Alright, no, I won't conduct any trades this year. Is there anything Hazea might fancy me? This is my daughter-in-law. I have to try to resist my urges. Now, that may actually give me the stress trait, which is funny. This guy is desperate to indulge every single fantasy he has. The good Master Gunzak. Good master, my ass. And we're really hoping my son here can win this election, but it's looking really tough with Mogorajdan still alive. Now, the good news is he is 62 years old. He's older than me, actually. Shuja Jairman has arrived in Astapor to meet with you and discuss your Unsullied. No, Princess Shuja, I don't think I should sell them to you. And I'm losing a lot of respect with these guys for doing this, but I just can't be selling my Unsullied left and right. They're worth a lot, and we need to really train them mostly. Instead of selling them, because we're going to probably need them for wars later. Okay, a son was born to Prenjdal Zomazlak, so this is another member of the Mogorajdan family. We're going to go ahead and accept him into the family, of course. No one is getting my Unsullied. A trade galley belonging to the Zomazlak merchant family has been taken by a kraken. That's amazing. Curses. So a great octopus swallowed up one of probably our slave trade galleys. That sucks. I want to take a look here and see if I can build a trade post here. Wow, I can. This is awesome, guys. I'm going to build here in Sumbiar. It's going to cost us 218, and it's been quite a while since I've gotten into trade posts, and I love building them. I love playing as Republic. It's very fun. One of the slaves in your camps has distinguished themselves, and you believe they might have a potential as domestic slave. Of course, I'm going to accept them. And in fact, this guy is stubborn, but he's honorable as well, so he should make for a good slave. And not only that, we can sell him. That's the best part of this, the slave trading business. Let's go ahead to the Republic, increase our campaign fund for our son, make sure he's got a lot of respect. This guy is great. He's definitely the best candidate right now, Mogorajdan, for the good master, but he's 62. Melzara claims she started to show signs of pregnancy after her last night of lovemaking, but she says she will drink some moon tea to prevent any scandalous birth. Oh my goodness. And this is a priestess of Asapur. You would kill my unborn child? Try and persuade her not to take the moon tea. She's trying to have an abortion. That's crazy. Melizara agreed to not take the moon tea and will have your child. She'll begrudgingly pass it off as Green Grace Melizara's. And who's that? I don't know who it is. Well, interesting. Very, very interesting. Alright, let's take a look at all these other kingdoms. Really interesting. Vasi Sigat. This guy apparently has no face. I think this is probably the devs did not put this guy in. Now, what about this guy? The Co-Drogo. Oh, this is the Drogo. Prince Gajdan will soon be leaving the castle to go on a trip to the countryside with only a small guard. My co-conspirators have prepared an ambush and are only waiting for my signal to attack the carriage and abduct him. Send the signal, guys. We ambushed Prince Gazdan's carriage on a lonely stretch of road in the countryside. The guards put up fierce resistance, and after a brief skirmish, we were forced to retreat without accomplishing our objective. At least there are no clues to my involvement. So he at least didn't find out what we were doing, but we totally failed in our plot to abduct him. Now, the good thing is there is still a plot to kill him that we can take, and we're definitely going to try to take it. So let's go ahead and see who's going to join our plot. 46.9% plot power. We need more than that. We need more than 72.5. See if anyone can be persuaded. The sword in my hand seems heavier and heavier every year. Of course, age does that to people. He's getting older. Alright. Rogo Mortis has arrived in Asapur. No, I don't think I should sell you my Unsullied. A daughter was born, Hazara. Jabir. Wow, everybody wants my Unsullied. Just not going to sell them. I'm just not. I think they're too valuable. Now, obviously, if it gets down to serious business here in this election, I will sell them. But I don't think I could beat this guy anyway. I have to spend a lot of gold. Let's go here to Sumbiar and start building a merchant port. Remember, this is the port we just built, guys. Armed thugs attacked me while investigating the rumor of a plot in Astapor. I barely escaped with my life, and I'm now severely wounded. Wow, so our Castellan is wounded. That's bad. And this is actually interesting, guys. Mo Uller here, of the family Mo Uller, obviously, is interesting because, as you guys can see, he's got so many trade posts, 4 of them, actually. That's pretty impressive. Master your cause of Slaver's Road, let everyone know about my plot to kill Prince Garajdan of Astapor during a drunken stupor at the local tavern. I never should have included the drunken blabbermouth in this plot, this delicate. My reputation is ruined. Okay, so things aren't going so well for us right now, but we're still doing okay in the election. We're 2nd place right now. You've arranged to meet with Master Markaz? No. Let's go ahead and increase the respect level here a little more, although we have to spend a lot of money to do that. We could technically beat him at this point. Wealthy noble is looking to escape the consequences of several indiscretions on his part against a female member of the Zomazlak family. He has offered to pay handsomely for passage on one of your ships to a foreign port, where you can hopefully lay low for a few years. Of course, make the arrangements. 42 gold for us. Well, there we go, guys. I'm going to pause the Let's Play here. I hope you're enjoying this Astapor Let's Play. I'm really liking playing as the good master of the Republic. Really interesting. And I definitely hope you guys will join me for this one. I think I can make this one last a lot longer than that one for the North. I'm going to be a lot more careful here, and my main concern is going to be making an extremely, extremely profitable slave empire, which sounds scary, but should be pretty cool. So thanks for watching, guys, and have an awesome day.